Hi, John. Thanks for having me on.
Joe Pera, this is a major pleasure for me. Thank you so much for being with us. It looks like you're in a diner right now. What's going on?
That's right. It's a diner, and we got a cake case, and they've got a rock and roll theme on the wall.
Wow. And we are talking about your new show, Joe Pera Talks with You, and right now I'm talking with you, which is amazing. It's going to be on Adult Swim, midnight, May 20th. Tell us what the show is all about.
Well, each episode has its own specific subject matter. For instance, Joe Pera takes you to breakfast in episode 2, which I take viewers for breakfast and help them decide what to eat on a Saturday morning. Or Joe Pera shows you how to dance, episode 4, in which I show viewers what to do if you're at a coworker's wedding by yourself.
Okay, has that ever happened to you?
Oh, quite a bit.
Okay, that's unfortunate, but that's great that you're out there to kind of help people through it that are also going through those struggles. I watched one episode, Joe Pera Shows You Iron. First of all, thank you for that. I never learned so much about iron before in my life. Have you ever thought about going into teaching, and what was it about iron that made you so passionate about that subject?
Well, it's a great mineral, and we decided to do the first episode about it because it's set in Marquette, Michigan, and iron was a big part of the town being built, and the shipping industry, or the shipping that went in and out. I love the ships there a lot, and it's all based on the iron mining, and that's why we decided to do it. But it's a great mineral. Tons of stuff is made out of it. It's very important for building all sorts of things, as well as just being a nice rock.
It is a beautiful rock, and a lot of people don't give it enough credit, so thank you for doing that. And you did shoot some of the show here in Minnesota, which I felt was very cool because I was actually just up at the North Shore last weekend with my wife, and then I was watching that episode, and it looked like you were right there in that area. So what did you think about Minnesota, and where did you go to kind of like let it all hang out and just go crazy?
I'm really sorry to break it to you, John, but we shot in Marquette, Michigan, and Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
We went through the Minneapolis airport quite a few times to get up to Marquette, and it was a nice experience. They had a nice art display of people who worked at the airport. They put the employees' artwork on the wall, which I thought was very nice and kind of a nice touch for an airport where usually it's just restaurants. But
yeah, and airplanes.
I love your airport a lot. I'm sorry we didn't shoot there.
Maybe you could shoot something at the airport in the future?
We actually had an episode idea where my character tries to visit Minneapolis, but he gets so excited about all the shops and restaurants at the airport that he never makes it out, and it's just it's fine. It's a perfectly good vacation, but it only takes place in the airport.
All right. Well, I would love to see that. How did you know that you were a comedian? What was it that made you just think, you know, I'm great at teaching, that's cool and all, but for me, I'm obviously a comedian. What was it?
I like the jokes. I like to tell jokes, and I like to hear jokes, and I thought if Johnny Carson can do it, I hope I can possibly too.
Yeah, he was very overrated in my book, so I mean, I see where you're coming from.
Oh no, I like him.
Oh, okay, okay. I mean, I guess it's just me personally, but okay.
No,
so
okay
who is your? It's okay to have different opinions. All right, diversity. We're bringing it to you, people. All right, who is your favorite comedian?
Dan Licata. He's my friend. He's very funny though. He wrote on the show.
Is he actually a comedian or just a funny guy, or he's on the show?
Yes, he plays a radio DJ on the show, but he's also very funny, and he's got a joke. A lot of them are inappropriate, but he's got a really good joke about cantaloupe juice. I'd recommend checking out.
Okay, but hide the kids.
He has an inappropriate joke about what he does on Christmas.
Ooh, okay, all right. Well, maybe you can tell me that one, like when the children aren't watching.
Sure. Yeah, it's the morning,
okay.
right?
Great. It is, but this is going to air later when the kids are up. So.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, Pera puts you to sleep was a show that you did on Adult Swim in the past. Went over very well. Is that kind of what led to this show? And do you do any live performances for that, where you maybe come into people's houses? Because it's worked great for me, but having you there would kind of be the next step.
I mean, I wish we could do that. It started as an hour-long stand-up show, but then I ended up turning it into that 11-minute bit. I always thought, even before that, of just doing personal calls to talk people to sleep, but I think the insurance would probably be quite a bit, and I don't know if people want me in their houses, but I would do it. I think it's fun.
My wife's cool with it, so something to think about.
Am I going to talk you both to sleep, or just you?
Yeah, because we sleep in the same bed, so.
That's good. Things are good.
Is that double pay?
Well, yeah, you're not sleeping on the couch.
I mean, like, I would say, like, at least 99% of the time sleeping in the bed.
That's great.
But
so one night out.
I mean, that's a pretty good percentage.
How long have you been married for?
5 years.
And only one night out of 100 you're on the couch? That's pretty good.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know, if you ever do an episode on marriages, maybe look me up.
Yeah, I'll come and interview you on one of your bad nights when you're on the couch.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Are you married?
Nope.
Okay. What's, in case some ladies are out there that are maybe interested, what is the perfect lady for Joe Pera?
The perfect lady?
Mm-hmm.
She's got to be nice and not yell at me all the time. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. I like that there's a little give and take there. You're leaving a little bit of wiggle room.
Sometimes I need to be yelled at.
Yeah, exactly. We all do. We all do. All right, so you're from Buffalo. I think you're maybe one of the few people that can kind of understand what us Vikings fans have gone through, because you're a Bills fan. What's that like?
It was pretty tough. I mean, we got a bunch of new players in the draft. We went to the playoffs for the first time in 17 or 18 years, I think, last year. So things are hopefully turning around, but we've thought that a lot in the past. It never does, but or at least not in my lifetime, really. But I don't know. I guess I've started to drift into other things to do on the weekends in the fall, because I don't know. You can only watch so many games that you lose. How are you guys?
Well, Joe Pera, thank you. What's that?
How are the Vikings looking this year?
Probably win the Super Bowl.
You should get Randy Moss out of retirement. Oh.
We tried that. I mean, we brought him back for another time, but then he got cut 3 games later, so it didn't work out.
Oh, that's too bad.
But I think this is the year. So, Joe Pera, appreciate you being with us today. Twin Cities, make sure you check out Joe Pera Talks With You. It's on Adult Swim. It premieres midnight, May 20th. Joe, thanks a lot.
I'm sorry we didn't shoot in Minneapolis.
Hey, there's still time. There's still time.